assassinated, that was deleted, that was yeah, he was executed out there in Mississippi. All right. So that's what we gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation. Big salute to the chat. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I got baby G and BTV with me. He ain't went nowhere. He's still in the sector. He's still in motion. Yeah, baby G and B, come here, man. You already know what time it is. Oh, you acting brand new? All right, no problem. He acting brand new right now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hype the channel. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do, man. Salute. Oh yeah. What it do? What it do? What it do? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. We are going to talk about Nolan Wells. Alright? Now, for the most part, you already know how I give it up. But we're gonna go live tonight. I just want y'all to get in here, get with what's going on. And then we're gonna double back tonight. We're going live tonight. Because the situation with Nolan Wells is a prime example of why this channel is being targeted. It's a prime example of why I let y'all know and I tell y'all all the time how dangerous this channel is. Yeah, you see that. Baby G and BTV right there. And that's another reason. You feel what I'm saying? Because Nolan Wells, you know, he could be your son. He could be their son. He could be our son. And we gonna have that conversation, man. Nolan Wells, 18-year-old, melanated, young black man, deleted, assassinated, you know, taken out there in Mississippi. And we gonna have that conversation. What it do? Everybody just hit the like button, subscribe, do what you do. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do. And we gonna lock in for sure. But again, this is what make the channel what it is. This why it's being targeted. We ain't staying long. It's about to rain. It look like it's about to be a thunderstorm out here. Do what you're supposed to do when you come in here. Hey, do what you need to do then. Do what you need to do then. Big salute, big salute. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and all that. You know, you see him. You see baby GMB right there. We gonna talk about we gonna talk about Nolan Wells. And you know, I've been in and out the algorithm, man, lately. Just you know, just handling business. You know, making sure everything with the family is intact. So I've been in and out the algorithm. And it's a reason for that. And in this situation with Nolan Wells, the downloads begin to download. The downloads begin to download. And we're going to talk about that tonight. I want y'all to make sure y'all come, make sure your notification bells are ringing, make sure y'all in the building tonight. We're going to talk about that. Because you got to know something, right? In this algorithm, it's way deeper than what you say. It's not always about the things you say in this algorithm. It's a lot more about what you represent in this algorithm. What do you represent? What do your channel represent? What do your name represent? What do your message stand for? So a lot of people, yo, GMB, whoop. But what y'all don't understand is that I represent something that is dangerous to the establishment. Just my presence, I represent something. It's more than the downloads. It's more than scratching the surface. It's more than the dog fur. It's more than all of those things. The one thing that supersedes all of those topics is what I represent. Black, melanated, heterosexual, grown man, family man, husband, all of that. Warrior. Yeah. War general, soldier. Masculinity. I represent all of those things. When you see me, when you hear me, when you engage with my content, you feel all of those things. And what does that have to do with Nolan Wells? Well, you know, we get up on this, we get up in this algorithm, we get up on YouTube, we get up in these apps and we talk and we deliver and we give the message and we deliver the downloads that download when they download, right? And what make this channel most dangerous is the fact that it's inevitable that war take place. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. You can't have peace without war. You can't have love without hate. You can't have clean without dirty. You can't have white without black. You can't have yin without yang. So, along with delivering the messages, along with giving y'all the downloads, along with standing for black women, for black men, for melanated, for our people, along with all of these things, I represent war. We're going to talk more about this tonight. The difference between me and the majority of the YouTubers that y'all engage in is the fact that I, Grown Man Business TV, I represent the other side, war. Nolan Wells, a young black melanated teenager, because he was a young man, but he was 18. He was a teenager. He went out with some friends, right? Some Caucasian friends. They went to Mississippi and he never came back. We're going to talk more about this tonight. I just want to give y'all some context. I'm really going to deliver some downloads tonight, so I I suggest that y'all in the building, right? He goes to Mississippi with some friends, and he never comes back. All right? They find him today. They find his body today, deleted. There ain't a march. There ain't a YouTube channel. There ain't a speech. There ain't a Black Caucasus member. There ain't a Martin Luther King. There ain't a Malcolm X. There ain't a Nipsey Hussle. There ain't a Tupac that could talk us out of this or talk them out of this. The only option is war. This is the part nobody wants to talk about. This is the part that everybody's scared of. We teach our children. Let me go this way with it, right? Y'all know how I am. Y'all know me, right? So in due time, what happens is I have to dumb it down a little bit so that I don't poison the babies with what I've been indoctrinated with. You see what I'm saying? So in our household, we don't make racist jokes. In my household, I don't do that with my babies. I allow them to experience people, and then they get to choose and pick who they want to deal with. So my oldest daughter hangs out with a lot of those people, and I love it. Just like Nolan Wells was hanging out with all Caucasian boys when he went to Mississippi. So you got to instill, in our households, we don't teach racism and hate. But in other households, their babies are taught from a very young age to have an underlying disdain for melanated people, to have an underlying hatred towards melanated. They're taught very, very young. So I gotta tell my daughter, like, yo, be careful when you moving around. I know those is your friends, and I know y'all friends, but you gotta be looking and be more cautious. It's just the way it is. But on top of that, I'm a father that believes in war. That's why my channel is being targeted. That's why it's going the way it's going. Because not only do I represent the family structure in the Black community, I represent a Black man that understands exactly one of the most innate natures in just frequencies of what a man, of what a protector is, a protector. So I understand that if something like that happens, if one of my kids leave out with their friends and everybody comes back except for one of my kids, and then come to find out X, Y, and Z happened, somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go with them. Somebody's gonna meet my kid up there. Somebody's going up there. A lot of the times it's not what we say. It's more about what we represent. And I don't represent the average Black man in America. I know that for the family, for the children, for the babies, for the grand scheme of things, just like the male lion, I might gotta go out there and put my life on the line. That's why we get the respect that you don't get the respect you get because you make money. Anybody can make money. You don't get the respect that you get because you can have babies. Anybody can have babies. If somebody break in a house, who gotta go and kill or die about it? The protector. The man of the house. We don't only get to get our food first. We don't only get to get the big piece of chicken. We don't only get to be the man and be the ruler and be number uno, dos, tres, and cuatros. Yeah, I'm bilingual. I'm bilingual like that. Yeah, I speak uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, siete. I speak it all. Yeah. Not only do we get to knock your mama down when it's time for the knocking your mama. Yeah, we listen. We get to do a lot of things in the house. Because at the end of the day, if somebody got to die behind this situation, or if somebody got to die protecting the family, if somebody got to die, that's me. Yeah. Everybody get in the closet. Shh. Daddy gonna go down there and see what's going on. See? I ain't gonna look at my daughter and say, take this gun and go down there. I'ma sit in the closet. I'm not gonna give my wife the gun and say, go down there. I'm gonna go down there and So for Nolan Wells, there is nothing to talk about. And we're gonna get deeper into this tonight. I'm gonna talk more about this. I wanna go deeper, but I'm just giving y'all some context, a foundation. There is no press conference. Either y'all gonna tell me or show me who did this, or I got to do something to you. Yeah. Becky, Billy, and Jonathan. Yeah, y'all went out there to Mississippi and y'all came back. But Nolan, that's why the channel was being attacked. That's why they playing with this channel. Cause I don't just represent getting money, X, Y, and Z, women, dollar. I represent the core value of this. You know why the male lion eats first? Because he's probably gonna. I know YouTube. I know y'all watching, so I gotta be careful. And I'm gonna be careful. But if something like that happened to your son or your nephew or your cousin, somebody gotta go with him. Somebody gotta go with him. There is going to be no understanding if there is no bloodshed behind this. Are you willing to die for your kids? Ask yourself that question. Anytime I get to talking like this, the ancestors respond first. This be one of the main reasons I know the voice is powerful. Being a man come with all of that. But the icing on the cake is, if somebody do something to your kids or your wife or your family, you might have to die for that. You got to be willing to kill for that. So I'm not gonna stay long because the people is talking. They telling me get up out the way. They trying to water the soil down here. The ancestors is trying to rain down. But I want to leave y'all with that. Yeah, I talk about the big house. Y'all see the pool in the backyard. Y'all hear me when I'm talking about my old lady or my daughters or my family out there in Virginia. You know, y'all get that side. But see, one of the main attributes of this channel that go over your head and under your bridge is the fact that I always tell y'all that I am a war general. I understand that war is necessary. Everybody want to be positive. But you can't have positivity without negativity. It's they go hand in hand. Everybody want love, but nobody want war. No, my bad. Everybody want love, but nobody want hate. Everybody want to live, but nobody want to die. Everybody wants peace, but they don't want war. You can't have one without the other. So when things like this happen, Nolan Wells, right? Carmelo Anthony, it's supposed to be bloodshed behind that. It's supposed to be. That's the way of the land. The Bible, the good book, all of the religious scriptures that y'all are into say an eye for an eye. You will reap what you sow. I represent the black fathers, the black husbands, the black man that still remembers and understands the ultimate price that might have to be paid for being a man. For being a man, the ultimate price that just might have to be paid is always in the back of our mind. It's always on the table, but nobody talks about it. Nobody says anything about it. Everybody's afraid of it. But we all know as real men that the ultimate price might have to be paid. And if my son goes to Mississippi with you and he don't come back, somebody going with him. You understand? I'm gonna give you an opportunity because you was his friend. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to figure this out. You either gonna take me to who did it, or you gonna tell me you did it. But I'm gonna give you the opportunity and I'm gonna give you the grace to figure it out. Very, very small window. Very small. And if you can't figure it out, and I can't figure it out, then you gotta go. Or your mama gotta go, or your daddy gotta go, or your brothers, or your sisters, or maybe all of y'all gotta go. But somebody is going to the upper room, right there. That's the upper, you see it. See all that right there? I think that's what they call the upper room right there. Yes. Yes. Right there, right there. I'm gonna put you right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put you. I'm gonna park you right there, right there. You see that? Yeah, I'm gonna park you. Yeah, you, your mama, and somebody going up there. This why the channel is being flagged and it's being reported, and they doing what they do to keep me out the algorithm and to keep us, because there is no way around it. Oh, GMB TV, why are you talking about race? Everything that happened in slavery has to be paid for. Everything that has happened in the crack epidemic, in Jim Crow, and lynching, all the way up to Carmelo Anthony and Nolan Wells, has to be accounted for, and there is no other way to account for such a huge debt. There's no other way to pay for it other than for, yeah, you got to get it in blood. Yeah, you got to get it in blood. That was your son? Pop the bottle. No, Mr. Wells, wherever you at. That was your son? Pop the bottle. Pop the bottle. And for everybody else that falls under my voice and y'all understand what we dealing with, we're going to talk more about it tonight. But some debt can't be paid for with a sorry. Some debt can't be paid for with an IOU. Some debt can't be paid for like that. Sometimes you gotta pay in blood. You gotta pay in blood. I'ma close with this. Big salute to the chat. You know, when I tell y'all, right, that I'm a war general, when I tell y'all and I talk about this part of the game, right? I started to understand and I started to realize and I started to see that the channel was being attacked. Almost to the point where they were trying to take the channel. They was trying to use old video. We're going to talk about that tonight. And the downloads begin to download and remind me it's not always what you say. It's not what you say all the time that's triggering the algorithm. That's a red flag for the higher ups. A lot of the times it's what you represent. It's literally what they see, what they perceive you to be. So let me give you an example, right? You come out, right? You got your pants sagging like this. You know what I mean? You got that banana Republican showing. You walk up like, yo, son, what's the deal? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You doing all this with your hands and all that. You know what I mean? You stamping your feet when you're talking and all that. You standing, yo, whoa, 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 whoa. They automatically perceive you as a thug, a hooligan, a urban. You understand what I'm saying? Little do they know you a whole, you know, this dude a whole saucy Santana. He popping it out there, you know, he all in the village and all that. But because they see the Timberland boots, they see the sagging jeans, they see the dreadlocks and all that, they think you a shooter, they think you a drug dealer, they think you a killer. But he's saucy Santana. You just don't know that. That's saucy Santana right there. So you know, now apply that to this channel. They see me, right? Melanated, right? Tatted up. I'm, you know, tatted up and all that. I'm in shape. So obviously he's in shape. He's war ready. He's fit. He could go to war right now. Hat to the back. You know, got the big beard and all that, right? Gold on and all that. They think I'm, you know, and then I'm showing y'all, I'm showing all this, and so they saying, okay, he in shape. He got a deep voice. He got a beard. He's heterosexual, right? He's obviously living okay, right? He's decent, right? He got some going on. You can't just have that. Some going on, right? He talk about family. He talk about the family unit. He's knowledgeable about religion. He understands the culture. And on top of all of that, he willing to die for his family. He's saying right here that he'll expire. He'll go to the upper room behind the integrity and morals and protection of his family. He's dangerous. Yeah, him right there. Yo, homie right there. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Let's get the Ant Hefes, you know, the big dudes with the big guts and all that, the high blood pressure. You know, they got heart disease. Yeah, these niggas they couldn't do 30 push-ups. Let's keep them in the algorithm. Them dudes right there. He's smoking weed all day. Let's make sure. But homie right here, he's dangerous. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. to that young man, man. Nolan Wells, man. R.I.P. to that man. Young black man, man. Snuffed out of his life. Assassinated. And we're going to get deeper into the conspiracy. We're going to get deeper into the grand scheme of this. But I just need y'all to know that it's not always what you say in these YouTube streets. It's more about what do you represent? What do they see? What do they see when they see you? Do they see a man? Do they see masculinity? Do they hear integrity? Do they hear morals and principles? Do they hear family? Big salute to the chat. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna talk more about it tonight, but the channel's still here. We ain't going nowhere. It's just, you know, the matrix is shifting. And you gotta shift with the matrix or you get eliminated. You gotta understand what you're dealing with or you get eliminated. We're gonna talk more, but even me calling myself a war general, what I'm finding out is that they was using that. They was using that for it to be like a hate speech or a hate crime, or me calling myself a war general and talking the way I'm talking. I represent something that they can't control. I represent it. They see it in me. When they hear me talk, I represent a diaspora of black men that they are afraid of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when they see me, they understand that when I tell you, I'ma send one of y'all to the upper room. I couldn't be Mr. Wells. Somebody, a police, anybody, somebody gonna pay. So, and they understand I represent that. The black man that's not just gonna march, not just gonna have speeches, and not just gonna ask for civil rights. I represent the one that's gonna take it. Big salute to the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and run up in the crib, man. The ancestors is talking. Listen, we going live tonight. We're gonna go in depth about this. All right? We going in depth about this. We gonna go deep into this Nolan Wells situation. Where y'all think you just... We gonna talk more, but our kids gotta be aware of what's going on out here. Mississippi, yeah, I would have been like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Mississippi, I ain't sure. Put your location on, who you going with. Because see, the thing what you got to understand is those kids would have already known Nolan daddy is crazy. Yeah, we going out to Mississippi. Matter of fact, we going to tell Nolan he can't go. Because we know that Nolan daddy, GMB TV, he crazy. And if something happened to Nolan, I don't want to have to talk to it. Yeah, Nolan, you can't go. I represent that dad, that man. You know, you know the dude that used to be in your neighborhood that had a crazy uncle or a crazy dad, and y'all used to say, man, we ain't going to GMB house, man. Yo, his dad, nah, I mean, he cool and all that, but his dad be tripping. Let's go to Ryan house. His mom let him smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I represent that dad. Oh no, let's not tell baby GMB he can't go. Wow, what's wrong? Yeah, cause cause they gonna be, we don't. His daddy crazy. His daddy crazy. Yeah. Baby GMB TV. His daddy don't look old. His daddy might put his daddy, man. His daddy come in his party, man. Yeah. Don't tell baby GMB TV we going to Mississippi, cause God forbid something happened to him. Yeah. Don't even bring him. Don't even bring him. Tell, cause God forbid something go down. So for everybody that is looking for GMB, salute to y'all in the DM, salute to everybody that's tapped in. We ain't went nowhere. We gonna get active again. We still active. But I need y'all to know something. Y'all already know I say a lot. Y'all already know when I get up on this live and I talk my talk, I'm already going to deliver the downloads. Right? I'm already going to say a lot. I want y'all to understand the perception. That's why I know a lot of y'all and a lot of people salute to everybody, but I know y'all Y'all, that's something that a lot of y'all don't really tap into, because I'm being watched by over 60,000. You feel me? The channel is well over 60K. So I feel it. I understand it. It's not only about what I'm saying. It's about what I'm saying, but it's more about what I represent. It's a handful of niggas out there that think just like me. It's a handful. It's not a lot. It's a handful of niggas out there that's gonna kill. That know that being a protector mean you might have to kill or die. All that money is cool. All that money is cool, but that's just the providing part. The majority of this generation and a lot of people that's been whitewashed is that they made y'all forget that there are certain situations that blood has to, and that's where we going tonight. How many more times we gonna get up in here and talk the same talk every time a young man loses his life for nothing? Every time a young man is assassinated due to racism or the color of his skin or whatever. How many more times it's gonna have to go down? And I'm not telling everybody to react, but what I am saying is you gotta pop that bottle. You gotta pop that bottle. We sitting back and we saying, what? You see what happened out there in Mississippi with that young boy and all that? And we watching the family. And the first thing we should see is your daddy or your uncle. Breaking news. We've had an assassination in Mississippi due to the situation with Nolan Wells. Oh, there was a mass shooting and blah, 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 and 14 people and 5 are deceased. Oh, somebody rolled into that trailer park 2 blocks away from where Nolan was found. Shot up the whole block and 18 people were shot and 5 people are deceased. Now we know okay, oh shit, we might get involved in this. But if the first thing y'all keep doing is going to get GoFund money, y'all going on the news, y'all marching, y'all getting money in, and that's what y'all doing, Martin Luther King, then nobody. It's what we represent. To the Grown Man Business TV family, it's what we represent. This is the hurdle we at. No taxation without representation. It's what we represent out here. With that being said, you already know what time it is. We are going live tonight. Hit the like button and all that. You know what to do. You know what to do. Let me close up. Oh, baby girl, I didn't know you was still down here. Yeah, man. Salute. Hey, we going live tonight. It's already drizzling. But just keep that in mind. Everybody, salute to everybody that's locked into the channel. Salute to all my day one representatives. You feel what I'm saying? My day one investors. Salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the hype button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. Yeah, big salute, man. We going live tonight, all right?